Well, hello everybody. Some transfer news for you, and it has been a very quiet January transfer window so far for Rangers. We spoke a lot on this channel that the club do need to make some signings, do need to make some additions to this playing squad, because at this moment in time, it isn't good enough. Look, there's of course a lot of problems at Rangers currently, and obviously something that needs to be rectified. In fact, I was gone as far to say many times that Rangers need a complete overhaul in terms of adding, not overhaul, that's a bit too far, but Rangers do need to add players all over the park. But one place in the pitch that we are crying out for reinforcements is the centre-back position. Now, it looks like Rangers are set to address that centre-back position, as it has been confirmed by many sources, inside Rangers sources, now Sky Sports, and even pictures of the player arriving at Ibrox. And that is, of course, Rangers are close to signing Rafael Leao. No, Rafael Leao, wrong name. I wish. Rafael Fernandes, from Lille out in France. As stated, Sky Sports has stated that Rangers are closing in on a deal to sign the defender on loan from Lille. The 22-year-old, of course, moved to the French club last January from Portuguese side Aroca for around £2 million, but is yet to make a first-team appearance in Ligue 1. He is believed to have arrived in Scotland. As stated, there has been pictures leaked on Twitter or X of him arriving at the stadium. But yeah, Sky Sports reported and confirmed that he is in Scotland over plans to negotiate a move. Philippe Clement, of course, looking for defensive cover following a number of injuries. First choice centre-back currently John Souttar has been missing since Rangers' draw with Spurs, while Dujon Sterling is also out. Leon Balogun and James Tavernier have returned from injury, while Robin Propper remains a doubt, and Feyenoord loanee, of course, Casemiro, is out for the season. So we did hear the Rangers CEO, Patrick Stewart, come out many times and stated that Rangers probably will be making some sort of dent into the transfer market. And again, it looks like that is the case, and we are closing in on signing Rafael Fernandes, not Rafael Leao, like I said earlier on. As I stated, I absolutely wish that was the case. But again, it does, of course, scream as a stopgap signing. The fact that Lille just signed the player in the summer for £2 million probably makes the fact that, this is something for him to go and get some game time, and Rangers are probably looking at it, well, can we get someone to fill in the current injury crisis that we've got currently going on at the back at this moment in time. So, yeah, I mean, we are closing in. As I said, you would go on to X, and we might go over to X in a minute and see some pictures. I just dare to open X up on my browser whilst I'm live streaming on YouTube, just because some crazy stuff always constantly pops up. But yeah, I've seen pictures, of course, of him arriving at Ibrox, and Sky Sports have confirmed that, and Sky Sports have also confirmed that the club are closing in on a deal. Guys, we are live. Do get your thoughts on this one down there in the comment section below. Look, again, not going to sit here and pretend that I know an awful lot about Rafael Fernandes. I've seen him obviously linked to the football club, and of course there is not much to go on by in terms of his player profile as such. Looking at this season, he's not played any games just yet. Of course, did sign for £2 million in the summer, coming through the Sporting Club de Portugal ranks before moving to Aroca, where he moved there on a free transfer from their academy. I'm sure he played some games as well. I'll just check his Wikipedia page, but on the on his actual sort of transfer market page, he's not really played a lot of games. Obviously came through at Sporting Club de Portugal, played in their B team for a while, played 16 league games for them, and then of course played for Aroca and only made sort of 13 appearances in terms of the league. So he's not necessarily a player that's got that much game experience. However, I think we know what we're in for in terms of what we're getting. It does certainly scream a bit of a stopgap. I did hear sort of Patrick Stewart saying that he was wanting to make signings that did make sense for the long-term future. But again, more details might come out. I've seen it before where players have, of course, signed for a club, but they've never really made it and want to try and negotiate an exit for themselves. So maybe, but it does look like at this moment in time that it's just a straight loan deal. And that kind of makes sense considering he just signed for the club back in the summer. He's not played any game time this year, and we need someone ASAP in that defensive area. So it kind of sounds like a deal that's best for both parties. But again, of course, we won't know until the final details are out. Good to see Wisey. I'm hoping you're well. He just said greetings from Ibrox. Is he there? Mini Master says, I'm hoping Barca don't sign. He's easily a 10 million player. I can't pronounce that name. Sorry. Perfect fit for Rangers, in my opinion. Who? Yeah, well, guys, look, he is Rafael Fernandes, 6'3" centre-back. That's all I really know too much about. All I know about him. Plays for Lille, not played any games this year. Very young and not the most in terms of experience at this moment in time, but look, it is what it is. We are down to the bare bones, especially in that sort of centre-back position. We've got some crucial games coming up very soon, of course, within the Europa League. So yeah, we need as much reinforcements. And if the club have identified this as a good pick, then I'm kind of all for it. Hopefully with this new recruitment system, but it does feel to me as a bit of a stopgap until the end of the season. But again, we might be proven wrong. What has everyone else said? He's South African lad, 5'3". Everyone taking the piss. I like that one. I'll wake up in the morning and still be a blue-nosed Protestant. The Union Jack, red, white and blue. 3 cheers. Yeah, 3 cheers to that, David. Good to hear. Nothing to be ashamed of being a Rangers man. I mean, it is slightly depressing, isn't it? It is slightly depressing at this time, being a Rangers fan. Although that we did get a result, a win against the Sheep. Ibrox just need to sort that away form out. But I am pinning most of my hopes this season on a Europa League run of some sort. So that's why I want us to get into the market and try and get some players in through the door. Because whilst we have been absolutely woeful away from home in the league, we've actually done really well in the Europa League this year. And it could show something that we're good against better teams, if you get what I mean. We're not great at beating that sort of low block, but Giovanni Van Bronckhorst was the same, and we went far in Europe. So maybe I'm just being deluded, but here's hoping we can have some sort of a run, bring us smiles to our faces. But halfway through the January transfer window, it looks like we are signing our first team player, that of course being Rafael Fernandes from Lille on a end of season loan. I hope Jerry Adams gets the compensation he deserves. Jesus. If you want to talk politics, mate, come over to British Stand. I'd happily talk some politics with you over on our other channel. Jerry Adams. Yeah, I mean, that's a bit of a scandal at this moment in time. You'll probably get that with the Labour government at this moment in time as well. I hope it's not all doom and gloom. We have some hope, lads, to the Scottish Cup and Europa League to compete for. Exactly. Big man looks the business. Yeah. Anyway, guys, I'm not going to take too long off your time. I'll refresh to see if anything else is going on. But as stated, guys, it does look as though Rangers are closing in. It's been spotted outside Ibrox, all that good stuff. So, yeah, looks like we are going to be signing our first player of the transfer window in a centre-back, according to inside Rangers sources and, of course, Sky Sports. So, yes. Thank you. I'll see you all next time. Take care.